Okay, I'll let that dry, hopefully. Okay, you see that there's orange in the light part still of this little raised area, because there is a high. Where it's higher, it's catching more light. Around the edge, it's darker. So anyway, let me go ahead and see if we can work some more with this without having another revelation. Okay. So here we go. Back to our inky reds. Okay, this is the imperfect. This our day and today is imperfect, and my little guy is imperfect. He has this little. I don't know whether the bugs ate it or he just grew imperfectly. Um, but anyway, we're dealing with it. All right, so I got that, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to take. Oh my gosh, that is such an errant mark. I bumped my arm on the table just as I was landing. So that's what we have, a little mess there. But we're not going to let it ruin our day, are we? Because we're dealing with our imperfect. I'm going to have to let that area dry before I come back into it and draw on it. But anyway, we'll go ahead. Let's see. Now let me just try something. Sometimes sometimes it's okay to have those little marks bleeding out. So I'm just gonna let it bleed. And every time you look at it, you'll say, well, what that really is a place that she goofed. That she was human, by George, and her. Okay, there we go. Flippy floppy. I'm not even going to clean it up. I'm just going to add more to it. Now then. Going back over here to the green water now because I'm going to paint with green for a minute. Rinse my brush. I wipe it. Rinse your brush and wipe your brush. Now I got to get that wet. This one reason I like paints that have that are out of the tube, although these have sat here all day and gotten drier. If you would just do a little bit for yourself and put it in a grocery bag or something, Jackie, it wouldn't get like this. So anyway, I'm letting this. Actually, I get out my spritzer. You have to get it. I have so much water in this right now. It has to be just right. Like Goldilocks' bed has to be just right. this little bud, I think said this before, but it has, it, even the greenery coming out of it is like a star, like a starburst. And this leaf has a bit of a sawtooth on it. Okay, that's that color green. Now let me see if I can get some good vibrations going over here with this viridian and add just a little bit more of this color green. Okay, I did notice I put the red here, but I brought some red over here too. This is blousing because I fouled up there. I'm gonna probably have to let that dry and come back into it, but I'll see. I'll see what we do with it. We're gonna keep going for a minute. I'm tired. Aren't y'all tired of this? That's indigo blue. This is a real dark vein going up through here. It's turning there, and so you're gonna get, the light is going to hit it at an odd angle. Now I'm dipping into this magenta here. Let me see what I'm gonna bring around here. Okay. Read the book of mistakes where it started out with a splotch. I'm just dropping water everywhere, which I do a lot of times in this stage. Uh, but I found my toothbrush. That's another one of my favorite tools. I'm getting back into my groove, which is really not the easiest thing for me. I hope I don't have to do this again anytime soon. you're really trying me. You're trying my everlasting nerves. But I think I'm just gonna go with these splotches. See that big splotch where I dropped the water? Be more careful. But I think I'm gonna go with that on this one. Simply because I'm trying to make a point. Always the teacher. Always trying to teach something, but also it's to teach myself, because I don't even know for sure what I can do with this until I do it. And see, as we put more and more detail in this black center begins to kind of mellow out, because it's not the only black thing. It's not the only attention getting the thing in the whole universe. So let me look at this very carefully before I talk too much and ruin it. In case this is the first video of mine you're watching, this is more of a drawing than it is of a painting. I'm working at this point with almost like this, as though this is ink. And it's not. It's just watered down watercolor paint. There's a much sharper edge. Okay, I'm about to get there. All right, now then, splotches everywhere. I said I'm gonna do this kind of on purpose. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Every once in a while, I'll do this just to make things give things kind of a little bit of my handy dandy toothbrush. So it's kind of working with those splotches you already see. I'm not gonna just go whole hog with that. Although I could go whole hog, but I'm not going to. But I am going to do one more thing. I'm going to, and this probably be the death knell of the whole painting. I'll get here and I'm going, why did I do that? Gotten real muddy right there. Let's just do something right there. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Okay, all right. There we got it. I think I'm quitting. Don't you think it's time for me to quit? I could probably sharpen this. Remember, there take these two people to make a painting. One to do it, to paint, and one to say, quit. But I need to sharpen up. This is not a round jar. It's a flat, rectangular kind of surface, and I feel like I need to make that a little bit more rectangular. Okay, there you go. So I don't want to quit. We don't know whether we like it or not yet. But guess what? This is our day to be imperfect. And so it just that's one reason I could have stopped and I could have cleaned up one splotch after another. But the theme for today is let yourself be imperfect. And I did.